Got two girls in the cut, and I don't know what to do. I fell in love with you. Two girls in the cut, which one to choose? I fell in love with you. Fell in love with you. I got two girls in the cut, I don't know who to choose. I fell in love with you.
Last week, Gilly put up one hell of a fight. But in the end, I took him and everyone else back down to reality. Not only did I pin his shoulders to the mat, 1, 2, 3, your world champion did the same thing to Ethan. This roster thinks after one little victory, they're automatically worthy of stepping up to the champ. Well, that's not going to happen anymore. I'm done being the nice guy. I'm done letting people think they have a chance against us. If you want a shot at the champ, you got to go through me.
Ladies and gentlemen, wise words from Big Rand, the right-hand man of the Andrew and Friends Wrestling World Champion, David Apotheker. Ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to apologize before we get into the action here tonight that, unfortunately, my headset got lost in transit during the, passing from one town to the other. And the gentleman who was in charge of that is now fired. So I apologize if the audio is a little off this week, ladies and gentlemen, but we are kicking things off again, getting a little fucking spooky here today. A little fucking spooky here. Andrew Powers comes in tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, you never believe it. I got a bag of Mike-and-Ikes right next to me. I'm going to take a little bite ski of this lemon one real quick, if you don't mind. Andrew Powers, coming here tonight. No, nothing crazy. This guy's, whatever. Starting things off, singles competition. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said last week, we're going to try to fill in some time. As I'm seeing this, though, we're not filling that much time. But, hey, is what it fucking is, yay. Mike's not muted, thought it was for a second. Another first-time matchup here tonight, though, ladies and gentlemen. Very excited about that. We're just going to get into things. I'm very, very excited for what's to come here in Friends Wrestling. I'm saying that acting like I know something. I don't really know anything, but, Andrew Powers. Coming in here, singles fucking comp. Singles comp. Is this a strawberry one? I think the strawberry ones are my favorite, guys. I'm going to be real. It used to be lime, but I think strawberry took over. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Let's see. Powers finally finishes his entrance. Took fucking 20 years. And as he finished his entrance, the entrance of his opponent is coming right now. And my own fucking mind, ladies and gentlemen, that's motherfucking Pete Up Wrestling. New look for the scapegoat of Andrew and Friends Wrestling. Looking sharp, looking fly. He knows he's super fly. He drinks till he's drunk. He smokes till he's high. Castle on the hill, wake up in the sky. It's beautiful. That's what that is. It's fucking beautiful. Pete was on a course for a lot of great things. And I'm not saying that it's stopped or anything like that. He came in, made his debut, went to a best of 7 series with Ethan Arroyo, won the best of 7 series. Unfortunately, did not win the one-on-one matchup with Zachary Mendoza to punch his ticket to Money in the Bank. In the end, I think Pete Up should feel at least a little good because Zach, didn't end up Mr. Money in the Bank. So I definitely think there's a low weight off them shoulders, but he did unfortunately fail that last spot qualifier. That, maybe a little more, iffy about because, Dylan won that. And he's Mr. Money in the Bank right now. But, P-Dub, just like everybody else, go and climb the ranks. See what he can do. Because, I'm a big fan of the kid. He's got a lot of potential. I definitely think his attitude is kind of what, brings him down a little bit, but, shit happens. Andrew went for a fucking shoulder tackle off rip, completely missed. Now the two men kind of just scrambling a little bit. First time these men have stepped foot in the ring with each other. It's not gonna be crazy. What the fuck is that? This kid's a fucking dork. Guy's a fucking dork. PW, rough landing there. Rough landing there a little bit. Powers instantly taking advantage of that off the ropes. Big drop down. Wait for the leapfrog, perhaps. Perhaps a beautiful power slam, center of the ring. Dusting off the hands. I don't know what the fuck you're dusting off, dude. You haven't done anything. Cover immediately in this matchup. Great swing neck breaker. Another cover now by Powers. There's that slimy way of, doing business. Being part of the Angels of Anarchy. But now we are finally getting into a collar and elbow tie-up about 2 minutes into the fucking match. But this is where kind of P-Dub shines. You know what I mean? A guy like him, been all over the world. Training in dojos. Doing what he's got to do. Been all over the world. Headlock now by Powers. Got P-Dub, wearing him out. And that's what you want to do with a guy like P-Dub. He's a high flyer. Loves to use those ropes. But I think another thing about P-Dub that I think a lot of people tend to forget is that he is so versatile. I mean, when you talk about versatility, you talk about this guy, Andrew here. I take back everything I said. Even our cameraman is fucking laughing his ass off. The camera had to cut away for a second, but P-Dub, that fucking drop kick and a beautiful knee sends Powers right down to the mat. I'm loving this new gear from P-Dub. The red really shows that fiery rage that's inside of him. You know what I mean? Powers looking for that fucking moonsault, not moonsault, just fucking swanton that never hits. P-Dub using ground game to his advantage here tonight. Something you love to see. Keep Andrew on the ground. His moves like the spine buster, the deep six, brain buster, all those works to Powers' advantage if he's up and about. And I think P-Dub has really done his homework here tonight. Drop down leapfrog combination perhaps of his own now. Beautiful arm drag by the scapegoat of Andrew Fred Wrestling. Oh, sends him right down to the mat. A little revenge from earlier on in this matchup. And now P-Dub waiting, stalking his opponent. As he heads to the outside, dealing some damage on the Angel. We saw last week the other member of the Angels of Anarchy, Nick Bennett, take on Tristan Saintis in the opening bout. And Nick Bennett, brutal attack onto Tristan, really banged him up. As unfortunate as it was, both in the match and after. That's why they're the Angels of Anarchy. They try to cause anarchy. They try to toy with their opponents. Get in their heads. We kind of saw it with Parker. You know what I mean? Parker and Joey. We saw the damage they were able to do. How everything played out in War Games, and it's rough to see. P-Dub now, and there it is, and that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. You see how he ran to the ropes to do a little funny business, but then stopped and just instantly went back, and he fucking bang. See, and look at that, and that's P-Dub. That's P-Dub, brother. That's no fucking mess up. That's P-Dub. That's what he fucking does. Misses the swanton himself. Only a select few gentlemen have been able to hit that move. But Andrew now takes P-Dub into the corner. Ooh, chop punch combination. You can see here. Man, oh man. Look at this fucking douchebag. Little toy. Get out. Sends P-Dub back to the outside. Wrapping things right around. Doing quite the amount of damage on the left ankle of P-Dub here. Oh, kind of caught him there. Not bad strategy. A little awkward on the throw there, but shit happens. The throw now. Ooh, right into the steel steps. Oh, and he completely fucking misses the elbow drop. 2 fucking misses. See the ref calling the men back in. I believe he's going to count a 6, 7. I swear to God, I didn't mean that. I swear to fucking God. Count to 6 now. Count to 6. Powers rolls P-Dub back into the ring. P-Dub, though, manages to get up. Ooh, great neck breaker. By these scapegoat goats. Maybe he was playing a little possum there from the outside. Great. Drop kick to the side of the head. This is Awesome Sign in the crowd, making an appearance. Little Chopsky from P-Dub, looking to go the distance real quick. With him pointing at fucking, Andrew, you're not getting the best of me here tonight. Holy shit, he low-key got the best of him, I'm not gonna lie. Springboard now. Break! What the fuck? Great! Springboard forearm by Powers from the middle rope and sets him down with the deep 6, trying to get him 6 feet under, but P-Dub kicks at 2. What will Powers have to do to take down the piece of shit that P-Dub is? And he hits him! Spine first with the spine buster. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is... Ooh, that is not it! I did not stand corrected. A spine buster takes P-Dub to the mat. Ooh, both legs. Takes Andrew down. P-Dub stalking Andrew now. Looking for a little Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Powers, though. Right there. Wrenching. At the left arm now of P-Dub. We saw him go after a lot of body parts. We saw earlier with that left ankle. Going at it again. And takes the advantage with the spine buster glitch. Has his leg for the cover. And Powers takes the win. Just like Nick Bennett last week. You know, the Angels of Anarchy, you know. They're up. Gotta give the brothers some credit. The brothers are up. Good match, good fight by P-Dub. Really, what the fuck is this, man? First Nick, and now Powers with a chair to P-Dub. Jesus Christ.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am coming to you via satellite this week. I would like to apologize for not being in the building, for I had to tend to business. And that business being that we have finally gotten down to the bottom of the mystery man who attacked Parker Blevins at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. The arena was finally able to scrape the footage of the attack. And ladies and gentlemen, disappointing is an understatement for how I feel. Let's take a look at the footage together. And I'd like to apologize to our fans. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Isaac Wells was the man who attacked Parker Blevins. And I am disappointed to say the least.
This is when you see Parker in the ring now asking, where the hell is Isaac Wells? You can hear the scream, you can hear the thunder in his voice as he hopes for, and Isaac from behind takes Parker down with a huge knee and just beating on the man, his former best friend, G.O.Y. We got a ref in the ring trying to separate things, but Isaac, big fucking knee ski to the ref. We can see Parker down on the fucking mat. Jesus Christ, now Isaac Wells, he's got a fucking chair. No, right to the skull of Parker Blevins. We need some. We got somebody out here, please. Not only, look at this fucking douche. This fucking douche nozzle. Jesus Christ, the ref is back up. Please, fucking stop this. Please. Isaac, he's got Parker up. He's right on the chair, ass first. Gee fucking whiz. And another knee to the referee. Jesus. Big fucking splash, this guy Isaac. This is what he fucking does. He just toys. He's a fucking dork. And now he's got a fucking table. Jesus Christ, can we get some form of help out here, please? Any fucking guards, referees, superstars, please. Look at this piece of shit. He's taking his fucking time. This asshole is taking his fucking time beating on his former best friend. And nobody's doing a fucking thing about it. This company is a fucking joke. Jesus Christ. And look at this fucking douchebag slips and fucking misses, and a third knee to the referee. That ref is probably gonna need fucking stitches. His nose is probably broken. And nobody's doing a fucking thing. Jesus Christ, what has gone into the Aussie sensation, Isaac Wells? What the fuck is going through his head as he deals damage to Parker Blevins? But wait, Parker with the headbutt. Takes him down, big slap. You can see the fatigue coming in. He's slow, he's trying to get the momentum. But no, Isaac manages to bring things back. Sets Parker down. Jesus Christ, no, come on. Not another table. Come on. No! God. Fucking inches. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. This is absurd. This is the piece of shit that Isaac is. I mean, I'm sorry, ladies. I'm cutting the feed. I'm cutting the feed. Get this. Yeah, now you're walking out. Now you're walking out.